Hello my people, I've moved upstairs to do these videos, hoping I've got better light. How's everyone doing tonight? Bringing this to you a little bit early, trying to work these back a bit so I can get some more sleep. But anyway, what do I want to talk tonight? I want to talk about a word that I used to hear a lot in my network marketing days when I was in network marketing. For those who don't know what network marketing is, try and keep it really simple. Basically, you sell wide range of different products and services depending on which company you're with. You earn money for that. You help others to do that by leading the team. They earn money, and then you earn a share of their money as well. They do the same, repeat. That's as basic as I can give it. A wide range of products and services, from vitamins to electricity, mobile phones. It's hard work, but can be very rewarding, and it allows you to leverage your time so you can earn money off the efforts of others by introducing them and leading them. So in my network marketing days, also known as multi-level marketing, if you want to find out more, then just Google it. In my network marketing days, there was a word that was used a lot, which was edification or edifying. It's a word I haven't heard for years actually, but it's a very, very positive word. What does it mean, edification? It means, or my take on it is to build someone up, to elevate someone, to make someone, when you're talking about someone. So what used to happen in network marketing, you'd have different levels. The more successful you go, the higher you go, and people often speak at conferences, and the person introducing that person would big them up, so to speak, build them up, talk about how great they are, how they inspire people, etc., etc. Really build that person up to someone who doesn't know that person. And I think it's something that we need to do more of. We need to bring this. I want to bring this word back. I want this word to be at the forefront of people's minds. How can you edify someone? Who can you edify on a daily basis? Who can you big up? Who can you, when you're talking about them to other people, this guy is fantastic because of X, Y, and Z. Edification works two ways. You can edify you. You can edify others. Others can edify you. Hey, Tim, how you doing, brother? And for those who've got low self-esteem, who are shy, don't feel very sure of themselves, edification is a great way for others to help you build up confidence. People seeing other things that you don't see in yourself. Now, certain people who like to edify themselves, it's kind of brinking on the kind of the line of being confident and then being cocky or arrogant. And that's something else we miss. When there's nothing wrong with being edifying ourselves. You know what I mean? I'm 37 now. I've been around the block, so to speak, in some circles. Obviously, there'll be people gasp me and say, you're still a young kid or whatever. But I know myself. I know what I'm good at. I know what my strengths are. I know what I need to work on. I know how my mind thinks. So, hey Louise, how you doing? So, if I'm going for an interview and I'm going to the company and I'm saying, look, I can bring value to this company because, for example, I'm good at asking questions about things, seeing if things can be done a different way. I'm good at because I like helping people. I use my knowledge, I build up knowledge for myself, and I use that knowledge to help others. And I enjoy doing it. Hey. And that's not being arrogant. Obviously, your tone of voice and the way you come across is important. Being assertive, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people will take it for you being arrogant, but why not big yourself up? There's enough people who want to be negative about you, tell you what you can't do. Your teachers in school with the red pen giving you the process, telling what grade you are, all sorts of things. So why not big yourself up? If you can't big yourself up, then who else is going to do it for you? And if you're not in that place where you don't know what's good about you, ask others. Ask others. What good do you see me? What skills can you see me? What good can you see me? What if he was trying to talk about me to other people, Utum's saying Ronaldo edifies himself at 90 minutes and his confidence is misinterpreted as arrogance, but he's the most down to earth and serving individual on the planet. Exactly right, Utum. In fact, I was having this conversation about with my team leader actually. I had my review and I was telling her how I used to be shy growing up, and in school particularly, if you're not extroverted or you don't know how to act extroverted, it's a weakness. It's a weakness. And I was saying to her, a lot of these people you see in the entertainment industry, high-profile characters, they know how to be extroverted. I mean, for me, I know how to be extroverted when I need to be, but at heart, I'm an introvert, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of these, we look up to these people. We look up and we think they're gods and all sorts. We think they're so amazing. We can never be like that. But let me tell you, a lot of these people, they know how to put on an act. They know how to be. I'm sure Beyonce, I think she's got an alter ego called Sasha Fierce from back in the day. She says it herself, she's a very quiet, a very shy person. And some of you thinking, what? Beyonce? Yes, Beyonce. A very shy, a very quiet person. But when she's an entertainer, she knows her value, she knows her skills, she's honed her craft. And when she's performing on stage, she becomes, in her words, Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce is a completely different character to Beyonce. So that's the way how she gets around that. Now I'm not saying you have to go around calling yourself Sasha Fierce and being another character, but sometimes you have to act confident before you can be confident. And the more times you do something, the better you get at it. And again, something that I think that's lacking from the general state education system is acting, how to act confidence. I'm not talking about the drama classes where you do little performance. I remember in my school, the two words you could never say, they were like, the words that you'd be struck down by lightning is like, you come to the end of your performance and you'd be, that's it. Never end it with that's it. That's all I remember from my drama classes. I didn't enjoy drama classes, but there's value. One of my friends and my unofficial mentor went to a stage acting school when he was quite, I think it was like 7 or 8 or something. He ended up being on TV. I'm not saying do this to be on TV, but just to learn those acting skills, how to improvise, how to pretend to be someone else. Yeah, a lot of these people in high profiles, they might come across as extroverted, but a lot of it, some of the times is to hide a lot of the insecurities. A lot of it is to try and what's the word? Trying to impress people and all the rest of it. But at heart, they really are introverted. So nothing wrong with bigging yourself. I'm back. Don't know where I went. Yeah, I want this word to be used more and more. I want to hear people using this word, edifying. Who have you edified today? Who can you edify tomorrow? What can you edify yourself about? And for me, growing up shy, kind of watching life pass by, it's amazing. I remember once at a nightclub, and I was just, my shyness and what have you, my friends were getting on with it, dancing, blah, blah, blah. And I was just sitting there, I was just watching back, I was observing people, observing people's behaviour and how they conversate with each other, body language or whatever. And I remember this girl came up to me and she said something along the lines like, "You're arrogant." It's like you're standing there posing like you're arrogant. I was like, you couldn't be further from the truth. You don't know me. You don't know me. So as long as you've got the right intentions in your heart, people will always try and read you a different way. Like Utam just commented about Ronaldo. We all think Ronaldo is you can always, it's easy to see Ronaldo and think, oh, he's arrogant, he's confident, but he needs that. He needs that to. You got to remember, this guy's got skill. Whatever, he's one of the top footballers in the world. He's making the skills he's got. He's making some of the players look absolutely silly. When he goes onto a pitch, some of these people want to literally take him out. They want to harm him. They want to, and if he doesn't big himself up, then he won't perform to his optimum level. Now there's a fine art to it, and there's balance. There's balance in everything we do in life. So, and I remember seeing Ronaldo when he first came to Man United, and he was not now. And big up, he's a level in talent, but he worked very, very hard. There's a lot of stuff, again, there's a lot of stuff you don't see behind the scenes. You can see yourself, you can see people as an iceberg, and all you can see is the tip of the iceberg. You don't know what's going on underneath. People will look at me and might think, this guy's confident, he knows what he's talking about. Yes, my confidence has increased as I've got older through the things I've done, the achievements I've done. But you don't know what I went through. You don't know um, how 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 worthless I felt, how I didn't feel I could add anything to. You don't see all that. You just see me as I am today. And the reason I'm doing these Facebook lives is hopefully to get the opportunity to speak about my life and the struggles I went through. Not because I've got something to sell or services, just to inspire people, to show people um, that just because of where you feel now doesn't mean that's the end for you. That's the way you have to be. So yeah, I know what I can bring to the table, in the business sense, in the employer sense, and there's nothing wrong with what you know yourself in the confidence. Some people will mistake that for arrogance. So what? You know what I mean? I'm a person. I like to be. And it's kind of seeking. I like to be liked by everyone, but you can't be liked. But you can't be liked by everyone. I try to be the person that gets on with everyone. I've got no power trips or egos and stuff like that. But like that girl who came up to me in a nightclub and said I was arrogant and standoffish, and I don't know why I don't know why she felt the need to come up, come up and tell me that. Maybe she's trying to knock me down a perch, just like these football players with Ronaldo when he gets on the pitch. Maybe they're trying to knock him down a perch. He's got to have that confidence in himself to go on to do greater, greater things. He could easily just sit there and think, all right, I've done it, I've achieved it all. But he wants to push himself to higher levels, so he's got to have that confidence in himself. And I'm sure he's had, when he was at Man United and people know him, he was just doing step overs and falling all over the place. Um, Quite ironic. Let say small steps at a time. He had a coach, he had a manager called Alex Ferguson, who believed in him, who would have edified him, had a bad game, lifted him up. And that's, again, you see someone who's had a bad day, edify them, big them up. Yes, we're human. We're allowed to have we're not machines. We're not perfect all the time. And linked to edification is know your worth. And I'm telling you, people, if there's someone out there who doesn't know their worth, and you're looking at these people in the public spotlight, you're looking at the prime ministers, you're looking at the people in the entertainment industry, and you're kind of thinking, oh, they're of better worth than me. Don't get it twisted. They're not of better worth. They've obviously, you've got to respect what they've done, but at the end of the day, they cut themselves. They bleed the same blood as we do. They need to use the toilet just as we do. We are the same on that level. So yes, it's good to admire people. There's plenty of people that I admire and I look up to, and I respect what they've done. And you can have that, but don't to the extreme, like worshipping them and thinking, oh, I'll never be able to be like that person, or that person's so much better than me. And if you meet that person, you kind of, I don't know what to say and what have you. You're just as good as the next person next to you. Yeah, lost there. We kind of tend to write people for what they've achieved. So because Ronaldo's a multiple trophy winner, blah blah blah, he's a better person than me, who was too shy to even show the best of myself at football. No, I respect Ronaldo for what he's done. I know he's put in the hard work. He deserves everything. But if I'm talking to him, me and him one on one, then we're just two human beings having a conversation, and that's what it comes down to. So just because you're not where you want to be, or you're shy, or you got whatever issues you have, you're just as valuable as the next person. And for me, as a Christian, I do this as well. I do this. I read my Bible. I read about people like Moses. I read about people like David. Let's talk about David because that's my name. Yeah, David, King David, not me, but in the Bible anyway. King David who defeated Goliath. Whether you believe it or not, that's for a different day. King David is a shepherd boy who defeated the giant. What's his name? Goliath. Um, Goliath with a little shot. He became one of the greatest kings in the Bible. Let me tell you about David. If you read your Bible and read it, David was messed up, man. David saw a woman. I can't remember her name right now. He saw her from afar, and he wanted her to be his wife. And her husband was one of his armies. It was one of his generals in the army. And David um, came up with a scheme to get this guy killed so he could have his wife. The great King David. This is the man who's seen as one of the great, and he is. But he had his faults. But the great thing about David, there's a book of Psalms which is like songs, and David wrote most of them, and most of them was singing to God, saying he knew he wasn't perfect, he knew his faults. So I'll read back in my Bible and I think all these great heroes, Moses and David, and they had their faults, but the reason God used them because they were human and they had the faults, and God used them to do great things. So if you've done bad things in your past, we pay a price. If we commit a crime and we go to prison, that's the sentence. It's not about erasing that, but that is not the end for you. In fact, sometimes it could be the beginning for you in cases of prison and things like that. So don't use your past to define your future as such. And say because I've done bad things in the past, it means I'm always going to do bad things, or there's no good in me. There is good in everyone. And if you don't believe there's good in you, come and talk to me, come and comment to me. I'll speak to you on the phone for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and I'll find something good about you. I'll find something good about you. Yeah? And this is from me, who's always had a strive to be perfect, and I'm doing these. I'm taking action because I'm fed up with trying to be perfect all the time and being dissatisfied. And coming into the business world, I'm working for big businesses and small businesses. I've got an interest in business. So your business has to be perfect, A, B, C, D, E. And trust me, you work in these businesses, they're not perfect at all. They make many mistakes. But from the outside, again, it looks glossy and what have you. So if these big companies are making money and their chief aim is to make profit, and they're making profit, what does that tell you? None of us are perfect. We never will be perfect. It's okay to strive for excellence. Maybe I should change what I'm saying. Rather to be a perfectionist, I'm striving for excellence, because excellence doesn't have to be perfect. So none of us are going to be perfect. We're human. We fall down. We mess up. I'm doing this Facebook Live trying to inspire people. Tomorrow I could wake up and just feel rough and just have a rough day. That's okay. Do you know what I mean? I hope you get some inspiration from this, but don't. That's what the term. Don't put people up on such a high pedestal, because that's what the media do. They find someone, they put them up, especially in the public profile. They put them up on this pedestal. When that pedestal's so high, they want to knock them down. David Beckham, the World Cup, when he kicked out at that person in the Argentina game, he made a mistake. I remember this. The guy came back, and there were people putting effigies, like what do you call them, models of him, hanging him up, because he was made a rash. He had a temper. He lashed out. He kicked someone he shouldn't have. He got sent off. In some eyes, it cost England the game against Argentina. What kind of nonsense is that? People hanging him up, a model of him up. Now, whatever you think about David Beckham, that guy has got some character. He must have had some people edifying him. He must have edified himself, because that World Cup, I can't remember when it was in France. So that happens, the media jump on it, everyone's rah, 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 David Beckham this, David Beckham that, probably me included, to a point. The man could have easily, he played for Man United in England at the time, so he was coming back to England. The man could have easily have gone anywhere in the world and thought, I don't need this stuff. Respect to the brother, man. He came back to England with all that around it, and he had one of the best seasons he ever had at Man United. and soon after he went to Real Madrid. What does that say about him? He must have been edifying himself, and when he went edifying himself, I'm sure he had people around him edifying him, saying, David, it was just one incident. You're a great player. You know you're a great player. You've shown it before. You can do it again. Blah, 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 blah. And for all you see David Beckham, yeah, fashionist, whatever, but I kind of see in him a very a humble person. He's in the spotlight. He knows his worth. He knows his value. But I sense a sense of humbleness to him, a genuineness to him, and now he's speaking on the same level. He speaks to prime ministers and that, but like again, I think he obviously respects them and they respect him, but not to the case where he can't speak to them on a level. And sometimes we have to work ourselves up to the level, whatever it is in the industry, to have your voice, heard. For me, for example, call me what you want, aspire public speaker, I don't know, hobbyist public speaker. I can't just pick up the phone and speak to one of the top public speakers, professional sparking speakers who've been doing this for years and years and years, and have a conversation with them because they're busy. And who am I to have that? But if I carry on what I'm doing, I build myself up to make a name for myself, then maybe that conversation can be had. But I respect these people, but I'm not totally in putting them such a pedestal that I can never be like them. They're so much better than me. Blah 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 blah. No, I have value to bring. They got sorted, but my videos are raw at the moment, yeah. And that's and the reason I'm doing it raw is that I mean a great thing for me. I was thinking about this the last couple of days. It means so much to me if someone was to start their own Facebook Live based on what I've done. Watch my Facebook Live, see me with the dodgy light, and see me do my upside down videos. Just think, if he can do it, all this, then maybe I can do it. And that's the thing sometimes when you try and be too perfect, especially when you're trying to teach someone and you're too perfect. Some people think, there'll be some people think you can do it better than you, but there'll be some people thinking, I can never do that. It's too. I can never be like that. But there's a quality about doing stuff when you're not perfect, especially if you're trying to teach people and you're trying to inspire people. You want people to be able to relate to you and to think, he's doing it. He's not perfect. He's making mistakes, but that's good because it means I can do it. So I mean, I had one guy, Karim, my good friend and supporter Karim, telling me he was taking notes on one of my Facebook Lives. Taking notes. I was like, what? I'm just speaking from my heart. Do you know what I mean? Things come to my mind or whatever. He's taking notes. I mean, that meant such a lot to me. Do you know what I mean? And to me, I think of the top public speakers and blah blah blah, and they're taking notes. And like I say, if these Facebook Lives ended and my speaking career, whatever you want to call it, ended right now, I can live with that. I've added value. I've helped people. Mr. Edwards, long time. How you doing, bro? Watched my video on football yesterday. You might enjoy it. Yeah, so the edifying. I want to hear this word used more and more. I want to hear this word used. Edification, building others up, building yourself up, talking about the good in people, believing in others before they believe in themselves. And the great thing about edification, we can do it for others, and others can do it to us. It's a two-way thing. I've been part of a public speakers webinar run by a guy called Warren Ryan of the Fearless Speaking Academy about pushing yourself to get speaking gigs. It's been a 4-week program. The biggest thing I've got out of it is the edification that the speakers in the group all give each other. After about a week of it, I was going to give up. It was too much. The task that was sent, I didn't know how to fit it in with my full-time work and a family job. I was going to give it up. I left a message for Warren, not as blunt, but saying thanks, but no thanks. I can't keep up with this. He said he wants me to stay in the group, do my thing. 3 or 4 of the speakers reached out to me personally, left voice notes for me, saying you're doing great, you're adding value. There's a need for people, not the polished, finished article, all glossy PowerPoint slides and all got sorted. There's agent, honest people speaking from the heart, staying in. And I stepped in, I stayed in. It was because of these people edifying me that I stayed in. So edification is powerful. Edification power. We need to edify our children. We need to edify ourselves. We need to edify adults. We need to, even those people you think they've got it sorted, they need edification. And it's free, and it takes two seconds. Drop an email, send a text. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. I believe in you. Whatever it is. All right, let's put a bit of, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. All right, who's on this? Who's been on there? I'm gonna edify everyone who's been on this thing, even if I don't know you very. Uttam, man. Uttam's similar to me. He's got a family. He's got a young family. He's working. A full-time job, I believe. He's been on the speakers program. This guy is consistent. Daily stuff from him. Daily stuff. He's sharing his value. He's sharing his knowledge with others. And Uttam, I believe Uttam doesn't see no limits as to what he can achieve. And if you do have limits, Uttam, man, just break him apart, because you're doing good stuff. You're doing good stuff. And you reached out to me, man. You reached out and edified me, so I'm edifying this back at you. Louise, you remember the post? The original post. The reason I actually a big reason I'm actually here doing this right now, as in through War and Run, is because of Louise. Louise is my cousin, Mary Daniels. She commented on a post by Louise. Louise was speaking at the Theatre Speaking Academy, and I can't remember what exactly the post is. I was thinking about public speaking. I was very keen to find an organisation where it wasn't just theory, it was action, pretty much from day one. And to my mind, I've only found about 2 or 3 companies who actually do that. A lot of them are a lot about theory, or 6 months down the line taking action. I didn't from the impact on where I was. I needed somewhere I could take action. I saw the post by Louise. I replied something like, there's a seed that you've planted or helped to grow, and it's kind of a cryptic message to Louise, I suppose. But because of Louise and finding out about Warren Ryan, I'm here right now. So Louise, big yourself up. Louise is doing great stuff with the youth. She knows her thing when it comes to youth, inspiring the youth, helping them take practical action, finding jobs. She's a public speaker as well. Yeah, big yourself up, Louise, and thank you for posting that comment. But I've been with you already. Nana, I've literally only found out about you today. I know you're saying a lot of stuff with about disability and equal rights for disability. It's a subject that's very close to my heart, and I will share this one day. I'm not going to share it now. So I'm watching you, man. I'm watching to see what you're doing, see if I can help in any way. It's a very close subject to my heart. Something that's affected me personally, and still does. So, yeah, big yourself up, man. Big yourself up. Hopefully we'll get to know each other better. Kerry, you know what? I don't know who you are, but you know what? I'm gonna find out who you are. I'm gonna comment on you. I'm gonna edify you. Me and Ben Edwards. Me and Ben worked in recruitment a long time ago, and yeah, man, Ben is just a friendly person. He gets on with anyone. I can learn a lot from Ben about having fun. You connect with Ben Edwards. You see some of the pictures he posts, and that he doesn't take himself too seriously. And that's a real skill, because for me, I take myself too seriously. I need to learn how to just to relax a bit. But it was all linked to my shyness and wanting to be accepted by people and stuff. Ben is just a real fun-loving guy. He's a Liverpool fan, which always can be edified. What we're going to do this season, Ben. See, making mistakes. Hey, so Ben, I hope you're well, man. I haven't spoken to you in a long time, man. You speak to anyone from Grove Tech still? Who else we got? I think Ben's gone to bed. Hopefully he gets this in the morning. Louise, you remember that? That's it. Plus, Natasha, you just Natasha. Last few videos, you supported me. You give me so much positive comments. I believe you got children as well, so you know the challenge of doing all this stuff. Natasha's one of the speakers on the speakers program as well, and yeah, doing anything with raising children, young children, is a challenge. But I believe for me, it's definitely a why I'm doing all this stuff. So ultimately, I want to be able to spend more time with them. Um, and yeah, Natasha, I just sense you got a lot of love to give. The last few videos, you give me really nice comments and edifying me. So yeah, big yourself up. Big yourself up. You're doing good things. You're doing good things. Natasha, actually, I haven't seen any of your Facebook lives. You need to let me know what Facebook lives you've done so I can watch them and comment on them. I think that's everyone. I think that's everyone. Kerry, I promise I'm going to get back to you. I've added a lot of friends recently. I'm trying to build my profile on social media, so forgive me. I don't remember. I don't remember everyone I've added, or I don't know whether you requested me. But yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check your profile. I'm gonna big you up. I'm gonna comment out. So look out for it. Look out for it. Yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling that, Natasha. Young kids. I've got 3 children, 2 very young ones, under 5. Um, and I'm an early person anyway, but I need to get one of my boys 6 o'clock. 6. Oh my God, he's up. And if I need to get anything done, my Bible reading or anything like that, I've got to be up super early to get it done. But yeah, kids definitely, yeah, they teach you a lot. I'll do a video on that another day. Yeah, please, Natasha, let me know any old Facebook live videos I've done as well. I need to go and watch them, see what I can learn from you. Oh, you got 4. Okay. Yeah, I'll go look at one or two, and then see what I can learn and take off you. No, I'm joking. um, but so yeah, edification. Let's use this term. Wrap it around that. Just send positivity to people. Um, you're feeling rough. You're having a low day. For those of you who are really struggling and really feeling shy, and forgive me for these posts scanning for so long. I'm trying to keep them concise, but I don't know. It's just not happening at the moment. Because I know what it's like I'm watching these videos and they're 40 minutes long, and I feel, oh, when am I going to get time to watch this? But the plan is for me, when I kind of master this Facebook thing, to put them all on. My wife is on the line. Do I need to edify my wife? Oh. My wife is wonderful because she accepts me for me, bad thoughts and all. Um, yeah, I think I'm perfect at times. I've got it all sorted, but no, she accepts me for who I am, and she's very patient with me as well. She has a lot of patience. Um, so yeah, love you, wifey. That's all you're getting from me. You're getting enough. Um, oh, Natasha, you got 2 children as well, under 5. Oh, okay. You definitely know. You definitely know when I've got a 16-year-old daughter as well. Just to take it to the other side of the spectrum as well. Um, so yeah, that's it, man. 85 people, big them up, big them up. Yeah, I was going to say, for those of you who really are feeling down or low, whether it's been for a long period of time, a short period of time, ask your nearest and dearest, I love you too, honey. That's my wife. I love you all too, but it's a different kind of love. Um, yeah, those who are really, really, really struggling, reach out to someone and say, look, you know what I mean. If you can't see good in you, ask others to see good in yourself. And if people are genuine, that they'll happily do it, um, and be genuine about it as well. Genuine. I'm not talking about fake edification. Not on that at all. Just be genuine. We can all find good in someone, even those people you hate or get on your nerves or whatever. It could be that I don't know, they don't agree with you in conversation. It could be they've got a passion for something. It might be a passion I don't agree with, or you put across the wrong way, or it's better. Edification, I love it. That sounds like edification. things, life and things like things at different stages. Use the word edify, see what people say, and educate them about something positive. I thought I said that. Oh, sorry, Natasha. Yeah, I've got 2 children under 5 years. Not you. Sorry. I'm still getting used to this interactivity. It's good. That's a great thing about Facebook, actually. This Facebook Live. Whereas as a public speaker, it's kind of brought a different element to the game. Whereas public speaking is usually one talking to many, and yeah, you get some engagement in terms of looking for eye contact, head nodding and stuff. You're 16 and 14, and woo, Natasha, you need to do a video on parenting. I need to watch it. And always, there's no manual. I can learn. I'm always looking to learn as a parent, trying to get the balance between the theoretical side and techniques and stuff, but what's in my heart and the way I feel best led to educate and bring up my children. Yeah, I'm sure you got some words of wisdom there to share on parenting. And I'm going to try and remember what I was talking about. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, public speaking usually one any very little engagement, two-way engagement anyway. Whereas this Facebook Live has definitely brought a different element where as I'm talking to the many or few, whatever you want to call it, I've got people commenting, and it's definitely a lot closer to having a two-way conversation than what I see like public speaking from the stage. So it's great. I think it's great, and I'm trying to. It's a new skill I'm learning. I'm still getting used to all these things flying across the screen, likes, love hearts, and stuff. Trying to get distracted by them. But no, it's all good. It's all good. And I am going to go, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go. But tomorrow's the last Facebook Live of the week, officially. I do these 5 days a week, have the weekend off. But actually, I did an impromptu one last Saturday about something quite emotional. And Sunday is going to be a very emotional day for me. For the time, I'm going to do Facebook Live on it, actually. So maybe 6 days this week, but yeah. Last one of the week, apart from Saturday. Hope you enjoyed the Jennifer. I hope you can hear me. Jennifer, get some critical, what do you call it? Critical feedback, criticism. Not critical. What do you call it? What do you call it? I can't remember. Positive criticism. Oh, I can't remember. Can't remember what it's called anyway. And she said she couldn't hear me on my videos, so I've actually got a bit of a dry mouth in the moment. But hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully the light is sorted. Thank you for that, Jennifer. Thank you for sharing that with me. All feedback, good or not so good, I take it on board. And I'm off. See you later. Bye.